Welcome back to Horror Movies.
Today, I will be showing you an American zombie heist film from 2021 titled Army of the Dead. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. At the start of the movie, a US military convoy exits Area 51. In the middle of the convoy, a truck is carrying a huge container which seems to be of significant importance. In the meantime, a newlywed couple is driving from the opposite direction. As they cannot wait to reach home, they start having intercourse inside the car. Distracted, their car collides with the container truck, resulting in a massive explosion. As a result, the top-secret container rolls down a few meters and suddenly opens. The men are ordered to get away from the container when suddenly a zombie-like creature emerges out of the container. Unlike traditional zombies that are slow, this one is extremely agile and powerful. It eliminates the soldiers one after another. When two soldiers try to escape, they are easily apprehended and eliminated by the zombie. After a while, the infected soldiers also reanimate as zombies. Along with the alpha zombie, they start heading to Las Vegas. In the next scene, we are shown that the zombies have infected and ravaged most of the city. A military intervention is put in place, but the zombies easily overpower them. In the meantime, a group of brave people fight the zombies and somehow manage to escape the city, which has been totally encircled by them. Left with no other alternatives, the government issues an order to quarantine the whole city. To put the lockdown into effect, they build a large wall around the city. 6 years pass by. The government has now formulated a new strategy to end the ever-growing zombie population. For this, they plan to nuke the whole city. Next, we are introduced to a former army and mercenary named Scott, who now works at a restaurant. One day, a rich gangster, Bly Tanaka, approaches him and informs about the nukings that the government is going to carry out in the infected cities. While the government has promised to deliver all personal belongings and valuables to its rightful owner, Bly's $200 million stuck in his Vegas casino is illegal and hence cannot be reported to the authorities. As a result, he is looking for methods to save the money. He proposes to Scott that if he delivers his money from his casino, he will give him $50 million. Initially reluctant, Scott finally agrees after realizing that the money might change his life. Bly also lets Scott choose his own gang. However, he only has 96 hours before the government carries out the nukings. In the next scene, we are introduced to Scott's daughter, Kate, who works as a social worker. A refugee camp is located outside of Las Vegas, where many impoverished and defenseless individuals reside. Among them, there is a woman named Gita, who is the mother of 2 girls. On a regular visit, Kate asks Gita if she is okay, but the latter replies that she is in need of money. As a result, she plans to explore the abandoned Las Vegas but promises to return back as soon as she gets the money. Hearing this, Kate becomes concerned and immediately stops her, mentioning that everything will be okay soon. We also get to know that Kate is depressed because of her mother's demise. Turns out that Scott had to take out his own wife after she became infected. Kate was watching this as it unfolded, and it left a deep scar in her mind. In the next scene, Scott calls Bly and tells him that he is ready for the mission. He then recruits his old comrades Maria Cruz and Vanderohe, as well as helicopter pilot Marianne Peters, German safecracker Ludwig Dieter, and Chicano sniper Mikey Guzman, who is accompanied by his associates. Bly's associate, Martin, also decides to join the squad in order to monitor them. After gathering the team, Bly briefs the group about the plan. Later, Scott and his team then go to the camp and see his daughter. Kate directs them to Lily, a smuggler familiar with the city. Lily in turn recruits Bert Cummings, an abusive camp security guard. Meanwhile, Kate learns that Gita has entered Vegas and that she is unfamiliar with the area, putting her life in jeopardy. Kate then asks Scott if she may accompany them to aid Gita. Scott first resists, but eventually accepts. After the group has been finalized, they equip themselves with firearms and head to Vegas. In the next scene, the gang silently makes their way into the city, which has been devastated by the zombies. Suddenly, a zombie tiger, named Valentine, appears in front of them. Since there is no way into the city, Lily shoots Bert on purpose, and berates him for torturing innocent women at the camp. She then reveals that in order to gain safe passage, they have to make a sacrifice to the Alphas, a more intellectual and powerful bunch of zombies. Subsequently, the injured Bert is taken to the Olympus casino by an alpha female known as the Queen, where he is infected by the alpha leader Zeus. Kate then suggests looking for Gita because she is unfamiliar with the area. However, Scott denies her idea and informs her that they don't have time for it. This makes Kate angry. With Lily's support, the group moves forward and enters a building, only to find several hibernating zombies. Scott then lays some luminous sticks, with the help of which, the group proceeds. However, Mikey's companion, Chambers, makes a disturbance that awakens the zombies. She tries fighting back, but the zombies are too powerful and she easily gets overwhelmed. As Chambers is bitten, she realizes that she won't be able to survive. Hence, she orders her crew to shoot her. Guzman complies and shoots at the gasoline canister on her back, eliminating her along with a large horde of zombies. In the next scene, the squad finally reaches the casino where they find the exact same map which Bly provided them earlier. This means that the current squad is not the only squad to be involved in the mission. It turns out that Bly had tried with many other teams to get his money back. After that, the team splits. Maria and Marianne move towards the rooftop to fill the fuel in the helicopter, whereas Scott and Kate team up to repair the electricity of the building. Meanwhile, Lily and Martin are deployed outside the casino to guard the members inside. Here, Martin discloses that he is there to get the blood sample of the Queen Alpha. Martin proposes a deal to Lily, after which she fires a shot in the air to attract the Queen to them. On the other hand, Ludwig, Mikey and Vanderhoof step forward to open the safe. The safe is placed just at the end of a room where a large number of corpses of the previous squads are present. After seeing the pile of slain bodies, Ludwig assumes that there are traps inside the room. He believes that a high level of security must have been imposed to protect the large amount of money. Elsewhere, Gita is shown at the Olympus Tower with two other women after Zeus kidnapped her. Kate gets to know about Gita's location and decides to help her. She gets out of the casino alone and marches towards the tower in search of her. Elsewhere, Martin and Lily lure the Queen zombie and Martin shoots at her multiple times till he eliminates her. He then decapitates her head and keeps it in a bag. Martin then reveals the real plan of Bly. He continues that Bly has no interest in the money anymore but is interested in their blood for creating a group of zombies which will follow the army orders. Hearing this, Lily gets frightened as she knows that Zeus will come for them now that his wife has been eliminated. Later, as the squad watches the news, they get to know that the government's plan of bombing the city has been preponed and will be commencing in approximately 90 minutes. Elsewhere, Ludwig finally opens the vault where a huge amount of money is stored. Seeing this, the group starts rejoicing and for a moment, they forget about the chaos outside. Following their short celebration, they start filling up their bags with the money. Outside, Zeus finds his wife's severed corpse and gets furious. He takes her body to the Olympus Tower where it is revealed that she was pregnant with his baby. Distraught about the demise of both of them, Zeus orders the Alphas to eliminate Scott's squad. In a matter of minutes, all the Alphas, including Valentino, reach the casino and start attacking the squad. The first casualty is Maria, who was with Scott in search of the missing Kate. Martin, on the other hand, tries to flee from the casino by locking the other squad members in the basement with the zombies. He explains that Bly cares only about the zombie head, which can create an entire zombie army for the government. However, when he steps outside, he discovers that Lily has stolen the Queen's head, and has placed a money counter machine instead of it. As he is cursing Lily, Valentine appears out of nowhere and eliminates him. In the meantime, Zeus has made his way down to the basement. There, he encounters Vanderhoof and Ludwig, and immediately starts attacking them. Vanderhoof tries to fight him off but he is easily overpowered by the alpha zombie. As he is about to be eliminated, Ludwig momentarily distracts the zombie and locks Vanderhoof in a vault, sacrificing himself in the process. Elsewhere, Scott, Lily, and Mickey continue to battle the zombies while on their way to the rooftop. Suddenly, Mikey is caught by zombies, prompting him to follow Chambers' lead and sacrifice himself. In the process, he also destroys the money he was carrying. When the group reaches the rooftop, they find Marianne ready with the escape helicopter. As Scott is about to board the chopper, Zeus appears and confronts him. Lily then pulls the Queen's head from her bag and aims a pistol at it to deflect Zeus' attention away from Scott. Lily then asks Scott to run away from there without her. Scott reluctantly complies and he escapes with Marianne to find his daughter. Back at the rooftop, we can see that the Queen's head is still alive, as the zombies' brains contain their power. Lily then walks to the edge of the roof, threatening to drop the head, but Zeus fatally impales her. But, before she dies, she tosses the Queen's head from the rooftop, which destroys it completely. With only 9 minutes left for the nuke detonation, Scott requests Marianne's assistance in retrieving Kate from the Olympus casino. She then lands him on the rooftop as Scott goes looking for his daughter. Below, Kate discovers Gita and Sadie unharmed. However, Bert, who has now become an alpha, follows her. As the three girls try to get out, Bert attacks Sadie and eliminates her. But before he gets to Gita, Kate eliminates him. Zeus also makes it to the tower and unleashes an army of zombies on them. However, Scott arrives in the nick of time and uses a grenade launcher to subdue Zeus. When Gita, Kate, and Scott go to the roof, they discover that the helicopter is absent. Fortunately, Marianne appears with the helicopter and the three climb on board. Just as they are about to leave, Zeus appears and leaps into the helicopter. While Scott tries to throw the zombie out, he inadvertently shoots Marianne, causing the helicopter to swerve uncontrollably. Despite getting shot, Marianne somehow manages to get them out of the quarantine city, right before the nuke decimates it. Unfortunately for Scott, he gets bitten by Zeus. But as the zombie is momentarily blinded by the flash from the nuke, Scott eliminates him with his gun. The shockwaves from the explosion makes the helicopter crash, eliminating Mariana and Gita. Kate makes it out alive and meets Scott, who offers her money so she may start a new life. He then starts turning into a zombie. As a rescue chopper approaches, Kate reluctantly eliminates him and starts crying. After Vegas is reduced to rubbles, an unharmed Vanderhoof emerges from the vault with the remaining money. In the following scene, he travels to Utah and rents a private jet to Mexico City. While on the plane, he suddenly becomes sick and heads to the bathroom. There, he finds out that he has been bitten. The movie ends as Vanderhoof begins to transform into a zombie. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.